Welcome, my friends, allies, vassals, and enemies of the state. You know who you are. King Yorkie II of the House of Yorkie welcomes you back to Birth in Blood, our current run on CK3, where we are in 27th of April 1996. Our current king, as it is now, finally we have a kingdom, is rather old and should not last much longer, to be honest. Our military strength. Because we're in a battle, or in a war that's not exactly gone well, has it? It was a war against the Sheikh. Fortunately, he suddenly ended up with 17,000 soldiers and massacred the rest of us. Now all we can do is let them win the war and get it over with. My prisoner aide is there anyone in my dungeons right now who I can ransom? No, so you can all die. We are, after all, Birth in Blood here. The Christian Playback. It has been brought to my attention that Sophia, a renowned Christian playwright, intends to hold a performance of her work titled A Beelzebub's Inferno. The price for admission is steep. Quite nice at the theatre, it is. We're earning money back. We're also heavily overdrawn, as you can see. I watch the play unfold before me, and it quickly becomes clear why Sophia is so well known as a literary genius. The prose, the performance, all makes me feel as though I am witnessing the events of the scriptures unfold in front of me, as if I were there to behold God's work myself. A wonderful, wonderful compliment to the Lord, I'm sure. Once the play is drawn to a conclusion, I find myself alone with Sophia. I cannot do that. I could write better than this. Of course I could. It was good, but I could do better. Christian play of my own. It's been quite some time since I originally vowed to outdo the inferior work of Sophia, and as the ink of my scribe grows dry, I admire my own work. The Passion of God is a work deserving of being called a masterpiece by my own humble reckoning. The only question that remains is who should play the lead role. It's the father's time to shine. Dramatic debut, I take my seat among the audience watching Ahmad Al-Wahab as she begins her performance of my masterpiece. To my horror, she jokes on her words and fails to deliver even a passable performance. My blood boils as I watch her butcher my great work. Powerless in my seat to prevent the jeers of the audience, she presses on, hoping that perhaps his play may yet be redeemed. But the show is a failure. Before we can even reach the end, the theatre seats empty. I'm left in disgrace. Oh dear. Mental break, imposter. Recently I feel I'm not worthy of the kingdom of Portugal. Do other rulers doubt themselves, as I do? I try to be a good, noble king. But I am simply too craven to act as bravely as others in my situation, and it seems like my subjects notice constantly. I need to be alone to think about this. And we are defeated. But we did gain some prestige, be it. Now we need to recover our soldiers. And our money. Are we working on counter control, etc.? You are not converting anyone. We need more of the Andalusian culture. And you are 2 years out from Coruna. It looks like we are all Catholic, which is good. Look at this. I think we're okay. Yes, I know I'm in debt. Family members can get married. It matters not right now. To negotiate alliances, I don't really need them right now because I'm getting ready to enter the afterlife. Oh, disbanded. Greetings, my serene liege. I have arrived in Bacau to pay homage to you, glorious king. As a show of loyalty, I bring you rich gifts. Show her in. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Infanta Ricenza, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneeled in deference as attendants bring forth her gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken and scribes record her pledges to serve the Amanid kingdom. At last, I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction and Ricenza's rights to the land she rules in my stead. Very good. Why are we suddenly overdrawn? Probably because we're replenishing our soldiers. I can create the Duchy of Castile. I could. I see a little reason right now. For the perceptive King Farquhar of Amanid, I hereby invite you to feast at my court in Lisboa. It will be a grand affair. Absolutely, my pleasure. I walk into Alamar Yaya's Casbah, expecting the grand joyous feast, for which I have been received an invitation, but there is no one at all. After a bit of searching, I find Yaya and my rival Peter chatting about God knows what. Surprised by my sudden entrance, Yaya turns to me and asks why I have appeared unannounced. I thought you invited me to a feast today? He explains that I'm mistaken and proceeds to lecture me on courtly etiquette. Peter, meanwhile, cannot stop snickering to himself, humiliated by my son-in-law. My apologies, Almayaya. Little shit. Heir unmarried. Firstly, don't have heritable traits. Secondly, ideally, you want a good alliance power. Emirate of Navarra. Well, he's a little old for you. Well, you're 41. It really doesn't matter, does it? Why not? Well, they're not going to have any children, so it doesn't really matter. Does he have any at the moment, I wonder? Lions formed, fine. You have Farquhar and you have Nasir. Could be a problem with inheritance there. The price war, my steward lady Mare Segridia enters the room with a grave demeanour. My lord, she says, our coffers are almost empty. I've noticed that. It's dangerous in these times. She does not have more. I would say more. In silence, I give her a dour look. My lord, she repeats sadly. All I have is this crown. The crown and the duty to serve it well. But what good is a crown with no wealth to keep it? When it held and touches cold material, gold. I know someone's scrupulous merchants who would be interested in it. I'm sure they would. Town is only coming up once I am dead. How dare you even suggest such a thing? An attempt on my life. As I was about to bite into the most succulent piece of duck, then one of my servants keeled over, clutching at his throat, and helping himself to a taste of my meal. At the very least, he served as a warning to not touch the bird, while receiving just punishment for his crime. Undoubtedly the work of Peter. I'll make him regret this. I probably won't. Murder on you has been abandoned, that's something at least. Ultras discovered household soldiers. Fine. Fireside tales. The fire crackles, casting long shadows on the wall of the servants' quarters. A wizened old woman holds children agog with her tales. Moros are ancient beings of great power who have lived here since the beginning of the world. Great metalsmiths, the Moros are rarely seen above ground. Their maidens are enchanted shapeshifters of great beauty, guard the passages underground. The fire sputters and fades, still one finishes her story. A fun old tale that was. We're no longer overwhelmed by stress, which is a good thing. We are still working on... Yes, we've got 9 months there for Karuna. Ashes to ashes, rust to rust. One of my servants approached me holding a Michaelitian spear. And Malige, I was cleaning the armory. I noticed they see a weapon has rusted away to almost nothing. What should we do with it? I looked the weapon over. While no amount of reforging could ever make it battle-worthy again, would it be possible to clean it up and preserve it for display? No, it's too expensive right now. And the dagger is also too expensive. The further I delve into my studies, the more apparent the link between mind and body becomes. Too much worry can make you sick, and the mind is no stronger than its vessel. My wise friend Queen Willa swears that vigorous movement helps to keep her stress in check. I have also read about the benefits of journaling. Well, we shall exercise together. Titles that can be reserved: Kingdom of Castile, Duchy of Galicia. That require 250. Require 500. We have nowhere near any of that right now. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. On the road near my residence, I came across a travelling bard who offered to sing me a song called Scarborough Fair. Rather before Scarborough Fair was written, wasn't it? Or maybe it was an old one that the Beatles adapted, I don't know. I decided there was nothing to lose and allowed this bard to sing the song. The opening lines of the song are you going to Scarborough Fair? Past the sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. It turned out to be a truly profound and beautiful song. I brought a tear to my eye and that of my guard. I have to look that up, I'm sorry. But I'm curious. A traditional English ballad originally. Variant of the Elfin Knight. Sandwich a variant of the Alpine Knight. This number would be an impossible task given to a former lover who lived in Scarborough, North Yorkshire. The Scarborough Whittingham Fair variant was most common in Yorkshire and Northumbria, where it was sung to various melodies, often using Dorian mode, with refrains resembling Parsley, Sage, Rosemary and Thyme, and Then She'll Be a True Love of Mine. Here's in traditional tunes by Frank Kidson, published in 1891, who claims to have collected it from Whitby. Interesting. So it is indeed quite old. That's what I love about some of these games. Sometimes you learn something you didn't know before. Bravo, bravo! To Scarborough Fair we go. Troubadour's dedication. As the troubadour keeps pronouncing lines of love and desire, I try to keep from showing the rest of the court how flattered I feel. Though she is veiled behind metaphor and allegory, I know that this is a dedication from Gerberger to me. You know how to get my attention. I'm 69 years old. Willa herself is 68. We've lived a good long life, have we not? And it's time to hold court. And here we go. Sitting in my on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors to the hall. A stream of people come in. Let's gesture them first to approach. The air is thick with anticipation as my daughter and heir, Infanta Rishenza, approached me. My lord, I come with grave news, but with a solution to fix this problem. It's become increasingly clear that the Asturleoneses and Andalusians are becoming more, perhaps even too, similar. It's paramount that we show them that it's us Andalusians who are the forefront of innovation. To hold a festival to celebrate Andalusia. We could arrange for an exhibit to show off our greatest endeavours. Or we could... there's no need to exercise superiority. No. Hello. No. We're proud of our culture. Two of my vassals are pushing one another and jostling to reach my throne first. Mayor Kaysen bows before me. My lord, murder is wanton in the city streets throughout the Amanid Kingdom. It would be civilizing if we instituted a ban on townspeople bearing arms, at least within the city limits. Lady Mayor Tigridia kicks him out of the way. Safety is each man learning to protect himself. Having carry of weaponry will castrate the townspeople. This is a common debate, is it not? Ban weapons. Solve it with violence. Yes, perhaps. Or keep swords. Yes. How can we burst in blood if we take people's swords away? Rivals in agreement. I recognize the next set of petitions immediately. They are Count Lendo of Asturias de Oveda and Munya. A pair are well known for their intense rivalry. Worryingly, they are not arguing with each other. My lord, begins Count Melendu, I have to tell you that the people are intensely dissatisfied with your Queen Willa. We fear that her recent behaviour is not becoming of good and loyal Queen Willa, and we demand you do something about it. What the hell's you meant to have done? Munya! Not your rival. He is. Hello. The petitioners depart. Various courtiers follow them out of the room, etc., etc. My business is done. Empty purse available. Indeed. Malice implicit. Italy has a metalsmithing station. What's the way too expensive right now? We can't afford to do that. Oh, but there is a thing here. Saucy readings. Lately, I can't help but notice the gaggles of giggling maidens and usually austere warriors. They're reading erotica again, are they? Well, it's juicy. That's completed. Next up, we will do meat. To my surprise, Gerberger came to the joust meet for young Faris in Behar. We walked the battlements, discussing strategy at length, while watching the novice warriors in the courtyard below. Gerberger had some insightful points, and I thanked her for making me rethink some of the assumptions about my new soldiers. I must thank her. 14 months left there. This is no longer your position. Has he died? Yes, Imran is now our leader. What is this? Inspired person can be sponsored. Ah, yes. So let's do so. Essential proposal. Wherever I go, my guest Gebega his short swallow. That look in her eyes, the words on her lips, I know exactly what she's after. Ah, an old man must be forgiven his whims. I'll keep her close, very close. Privy matters. The privy is a small space, and the it reeks of foul things recently deposited. But it is private, also private. I gaze hungrily at Gebega, removing my garments. He does the same, and we kiss. A wave of lust rises to make us forget both the spiteful discomfort and the dismal views and smells that surround us. Should do this again. Perhaps somewhere else. Inspiration. A name to remember. My Faris Dimitrio approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? You must read my irritation at such personal question from my face, because he continues, I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It is turning out well, but a meaningful inscription would make it even more personal. Well, since only the Lord guides me, I think we should go there. Gained a level of devotion. Oh dear. My lover Gabaga has revealed the term seeker means secret. You stupid fool! With the truth spreading like wildfire, our passion may not have been as hidden as we would like to believe. You fool! They come at a cost. Inspiration, a wife's touch. I spot my wife Willa chatting excitedly to Dimitrio, listing ideas and suggestions for his regalia. My metalsmith is barely concealing his contempt, clearly annoyed at my spouse's interference. And as you are forging regalia, she goes on, it may as well match my grandmother's old regalia. That of Dimitrio's soul seems to be dying. Listen well, regalia. Dimitrio, my wife must be heard. Improve the work. We're down to 8 months here. Inspiration, highest quality. My lord, look at the metal. I have never seen such fine quality before. My forest Demetrio breaks away from our market procession to accost the merchant selling the coveted item, ecstatic over his find. With this, my project would reach new heights. I could create something truly marvellous. Please, my king, bestow me this gift. Don't have it. Ooh, the guards. These what Demetrio needs. Unlock a new lifestyle perk. We're healthy. Faith conciliation. Inspiration, new forge. My forest Demetrio approached me with a frown, burnt eyebrows, and some bent metal. My lord, I mean no disrespect, but this forge of yours, let's just say that if you want the regalia to be at all elegant, very well, we'll give you what you need. Inspiration realized. Over here, my lord. My forest Demetrio waves me over with a wide grin. I have toiled many days and nights. Finally, my work is done. He presents me with an object wrapped in cloth. As I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. An opulent regalia set of masterful craftsmanship. It consists of electrum scepter, set with pieces of emerald, a satin cloak that has been embroidered with gold thread, an electrum cross-bearing orb. Absolutely lovely. We do not have any weapon. We have weapon sword. That's going to go soon. 17 years. Cheers. The blessing of ignorance. Out of wedlock, Gerbeck has given birth to our daughter. I ought to be joyful. My heart is heavy with doubt and fear, but it will stay until I've made my decision. He can be legitimized, I think. Now do Porto. And, yeah. That's 14 months, alright. 8 years there. How old are we now? We must be 71. Fine old age. He's 44 already. My two sons are, of course, deceased. What about changing the, that's the law. Move up to level 2. Improve the Crown Authority. Visions of the Divine. I beckon my Archbishop in round to join me on the circle of brass orbs and candles arranged on staves throughout the dark room. The incense glowing in the air to ward off the bad vapours makes our eyes tear up in little time. This is how through the corner of our eyes, we will spot the inscrutable form of angels. Oh, Imran soon takes pause. Feels wrong. These are divine beings, not meant for mortal eyes to see. Yes, this does seem like a fool's errand. I'm not going to tempt fate that way. Oh, grant your level increased to level 7. Nice. What do we have here? Why don't we have some gold from you? Right, the furries. We can have up to 13 furries. Let's have a look at court. Recruits court, my guess. It would be very good. Yes. It would also be good. Now, no, we still can. Interesting. King of Castile. I don't know that I want to usurp that right now. The problem with doing so is if I cannot create an empire, we'll pass on. No, I only have daughters to inherit. I don't think they split. Not 4 on them. Maybe wait on that one. Duchy of Galicia. Almost time for that. A poetic friendship. Farquhar, my dear friend, I once again reminded of your victory against King Hamnexil. So I decided to write a poem about your triumph, Willa says, clearing her throat. The Mesa Song, a work of poetry dedicated to Farquhar's victory over the miserable King What's-His-Face. Written by Farquhar's good friend, Queen Willa. Though conflict brings wrath to all some day, 'tis this man's sword that holds a death at bay. Then all shall tremble as he takes the field, and show to the foe that there's no thick enough shield. I shall put it on display in my court. Of course I shall. Lemonade House Barrier. Panorama. What a Mesa Song. What happened to my gold? Apparently, I lost it. Alliance following the Mayor Farcard. Greetings, my top village. Yes, we'd love to attend your feast. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall as our gracious host, Lord Mayor Egridia, has welcomed us to a feast. Where are all the casks? A promise is a promise. What did I promise last night? Oh, dear Lord. Well, a promise is a promise no matter what. Keep me away from the vile drink. Dilemma, the feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with very respectful steward, Lady Mayor Tegridia. Inquires about my opinion of military strategies, a subject she's deeply interested in. Yes, it's a subject that... and she's a friend. That makes me happy too. Good, good, good. Now then. We are still working on this. Feast returning home. What a feast. I'll remember the day spent with Lady Mayor Tegridia's hall for a long time. Greetings, my perceptive liege. I've arrived in Bechar to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. Send him in. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Count Zafir, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath. Certainly well. That's fine. Five months here. Right, now. A crop of new ideas. Sultan Muhammad capital is truly prosperous. The peasants of Balancia are fat and happy and productive. The Muslims have brought a new crop to their lands, rice. I thought they'd already brought it. Never mind. Can't afford that. It will be mine. County of Salamanca gains rice. Appears. The abhorrent King Farcard. I have been corresponding with our Chancellor Count Love. Oh dear. Of that, or Asturias, Leon. Did I not manage to usurp it? I can create the duchy when I have 212. You've increased the control. Well done. Oh no, that's 17 days. That's fine. I don't need to punish you. Unless you're into that, of course. Reading the tongue, one of my older servants told me an interesting advice. Turning to oral hygiene, he heard from some learned men. Apparently, it seems that one should clean not only one's teeth, one's tongue as well. Excellent advice. Would be another 18 years until we could change that, and if we live another 18 years, I'm not sure how, we would be 91. Even we cannot live forever, can we? The cost, oh dear. And a new learning perk. Whole of body. Now. Let's just go off while it's focused. The first thing we're going to do right now is build up so we can have the county. Or the duchy, rather. Royal Court, we have a situation. Overstaying their welcome, my court has become renowned for the luxurious level of hospitality on offer, and guests here often prove useful. On occasion, however, we do get redundant guests at court, whose purpose is unclear and whose presence is unnecessary drain on my treasury. One such hanger-on is Matilda, who has been here for some time as a guest of King Hermenegildo, and seems to eat enough for 12. The woman is eating me out of house and home, and something must be done. I could let her stay. Or I could get rid of her. No, we'll let her stay. That's fine. I wonder. Galicia. Garcia, the selfish of Galicia. Clash. $907. Oh, we don't have that much. My claims. We certainly have that. Raise all armies. Come now. The blessings of ignorance. That's wedlock. Giving birth to our daughter. Oh my god. That's kind of how I felt about it. Already legitimize one of your children. I can't legitimize them all. Well, I could, but I won't. We're also true friendship, Fuckard, my brother, my companion, my confidant. And will you join me in declaring our friendship to be the truest friends? Yes, yes, yes. Friends are always important. Eight months there. Well, the counter control is increased to where you were. You can't do any more right now. Alright. 5 months here. Three. I think we shall not hold court right now. Not in the middle of a war. A familial reflection. I remember the day when my son Idris was born, my perceptive son. Oh, I wish he was still here. There are so many more laughs to be had. Let's memorialise him with a poem. Pangs of regret, no matter how many days twist and pass. Winds whisper coldly through the grass. Alone, bereft, without that sweet man, among us will end his span, and all the rest can kiss my ass. No, no. I think I'll leave that unmodified as it is. There's another expansion. Now, let us see. Sophia's prison, none. Didn't manage to take him as a prisoner. Oh well. The Vero brought into the realm. A strange noise. I arrived back at my Casbah after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 75 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationship I've cultivated over the years. But it saddens me that I've noticed that I've not heard from my wife Willa, any of my friends stay. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet. I hear a clang and hushed whispers down the hallway. What could that be at this hour? What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin the next year of my life. There's even an entire table laden with saffron cakes, my favourite. Lovely. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that Willa went to all this trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was planned all along. My friend Tigridia approached me, struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Ever the trickster, she says, I have 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which one? Good things come in small packages. We've got a minute brooch. Oh, bloody lot of things here, aren't there? I don't suppose... No, I won't be able to put them in there because they are personal items. But steel. When you like me. But you probably won't when I do this, will you? Or I don't have that right now. Count Melendo's claims would go to Count Melendo, not me, wouldn't it? Now we will hold court. Send them in. A frightful peasant strolls all too close before a guard steps between us. Ooh. He backs off with a wink, laughing through scant teeth. Your Ordness, I've come here from Osenda with a matter of great import. You see, King, back in my grandpappy's day, the brewer put up a fence along the night watchman's wife's father's field, but now it's fallen to bits. Of course, the grandson wants nae to do with it. You're a fool. You are my fool. My lord, I represent the religious community of Chavez. Or Chaves, I'm not sure which. I assume Chavez. While rummaging through your modest archive, I have come across a very peculiar book. The cover was dusty, the binding fragile, and the pages were yellowed by time, but it contained the most unusual drawings, and the script itself was unknown to all. We are certain it is unique in the world, a long, lost vault of knowledge, a true treasure. That's why we offer it to you. Perhaps it's the original copy of the Will of God, or it's a memoir from the world's creation. Thanks, I'll add it to my collection. One of the guards approaches with my guest Ansgar in chains, trailing behind him. I caught Ansgar here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in Galicia. What should we do with him? With his head, of course. And there we are. No, nothing new. Well, coaches at Grandeur 8. A grandchild's lineage that my daughter Munya is carrying a child conceived through a sinful union is no secret. She is not a married woman. Nevertheless, to learn that Willem is the father of the child. They put my daughter in this position. Alright. Definitely bring a bear under control if you can. Zenzia has no allies and just 2,000 troops. Possibility. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it right now. Actually, until I've got a couple of hundred, I'm not. I think I can assess that. Child of my dynasty, my daughter Munya has given birth to a daughter. Yes, name her after you, Munya. I could declare wars. I'm not going to declare on him. Al-Andalus seemed a little large. Well, Zenzia does as well, to be honest. Oh, too many duchies? No problem. Let's grant one to my heir. Now we need new steward. Mayor Roman. "75 years of age. We've lived a long time." An extra hand. For all authority I supposedly wield as king, I cannot be everywhere. Yes, Countess Patricia. Don't you serve me well? I'm sure at one point you could claim them all. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe if I have massively more piety than I need, I could. An unusual arrangement. Well, it's not unusual for my wife Queen Willa to request an audience with me. Her reason this time is indeed strange. She has declared herself an envoy of friendship on behalf of Count Lub. Odd. You're welcome to tell me about the boy. Count Lub's friendship. Well, his numerous attempts to cut in my favour have not gone unnoticed. And I help but feel irritated by his sudden interest in me. Can't you leave me alone? Wanting to hear from my wife about him, I'm not interested in him. 5 years there, 5 months there. What is this? The target county requires its ruler to hand it over to its de jure liege. Oh, after that 5 months, we're going to look into doing that. Till death do us part. My dear Willa, I might not have loved you, yet I feel you're passing more acutely than ever I thought possible. Yes, you've supported me much through life. Now you can die. I'm married. Well, court is now level 7. I think maybe I might be a little old for a wife. Although, if we look at alliance power, perhaps, and of course we want inheritable traits, and we're looking to be of age. Kingdom of Italy. You're a bust. You are pretty. That's fine, we can afford the hit there. As the wedding organizer, it falls upon me to oversee the wedding preparations. An event like this is a massive undertaking, and the decisions I make now could influence my reputation. Alright, let's get to work. Considering King Farquaad, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. I joined with my niece Lucia in holy matrimony. Excellent. Setting expectations. Let's meet expectations. Who counts as family? Immediate family only. Family heirloom. My mother-in-law approached me bearing a worn chest. Smiling sadly, she says, "This wedding dress has been passed down to my family for generations. I wore it myself." Pause for a moment. Weepy-eyed and lost to memory. It would be me great pleasure if Lucia could wear it. Days, and she takes from the chest a carefully folded garment, and she also folds it before me. Aghast. It's atrocious. Who cares? Of course. No problem. Drowning in questions. By St. Joseph, what a hassle this is. The servants have come one after the other, and their questions never end. My head is swimming. Red flowers or blue flowers, roast swan or fine cheeses. Enough to drive me mad. Seeing my consternation, Odgar approached me. Perhaps could use some help with this, my lord. No, I can do this myself. I'm fine. Preparations complete. The food is being cooked. The wine has been ordered. My servants are buzzing around the clock, guiding guests to their rooms and decorating the main hall just as I asked. While this may not go down in history as the most decadent wedding, I'm confident it will be up to my soon-to-be wife's expectations. The cost of it all is within what I had expected, and the treasury should be able to bear it. Now that the matter of the ceremony itself. I've got butterflies. And there we are! Today is the day. Everyone is in their places. The guests are arranged in the main hall, and here I am in the alcove by the door, waiting for my turn to join the procession. My mind is racing. In just a few short minutes, my life will change forever. Oh god, the butterflies again. Is this the right decision? Am I ready for this? Is Queen Lucia of the Amanid Kingdom really the one for me? Well, she is now. My reverie is disrupted as my servant gives me my cue, and I feel myself moving forward toward the great doors. Here we go. As the procession enters the hall, I watch their reactions closely. The hall looks good enough, but I know it's overall a modest affair. Yet, there are no frowns or murmurs of consternation, and it seems Queen Lucia of the Amanid Kingdom is overall pleased with what she sees. I'll consider that a success. After walking the length of the hall in careful ceremony, I now stand at the altar with Queen Lucia of the Amanid Kingdom across from me. So close I could touch her, my heart is racing with fear and excitement. The priest turns to me and asks me those sacred words. I do. I now pronounce you husband and wife. With these words, Queen Lucia of the Amanid Kingdom and I turn to face the crowd, which erupts in applause. My heart shudders as I take her hand for the first time, and we walk down the aisle, flanked by the approving faces of both our families. I breathe a sigh of relief. The hard part is over. I am married. May God forgive us, and may God grant us long and happy life. Very well. Now it's time for the real reason that people go to weddings or reception. The mood is raucous as the feast begins. From our seat at the high table, my wife and I can see our two families beginning to mingle. Someone raises a toast to our health. A cheer rises from the room. No doubt it will be the first of many tonight. Let's get this party started. Mutual spirits. What started as an ordinary wedding became quite an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Queen Lucia. From one good bride to another, it seems. Or one good wife to another, I should say. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot in common. Good time with her. What did I promise last night? Oh dear Lord, someone keep me from the alcohol. A promise is a promise no matter what. My vassal Count Pedro has accused my marshal of having had an affair with his lover Esmeralda. What's it about? It's not as if lust is an unnatural affliction. This persecution is not right. New unlock. Okay. Gained famous reveler. I think it's time we raised all armies. The Wandering Master. I'm on my way through the courtroom when a scuffle at its far end draws my attention. A strapping man is being advanced upon by my guards, only for their weapons to clatter to the floor. In the blink of an eye, the stranger flourishes his sword and salutes me. My lord, he begins as I wave away more guards. I find myself without a liege to serve, and judging from your protection here, you could do with my help. Here's Mozarab. I'd rather they be farried. Farried? I'd rather, sorry, they be, yes, Catholic. Oh well, he left. No big deal. Right. Raise all armies. Now. I struggle to laugh. Lucia just told a long-winded joke, and literally everyone at my court who's present now laughing loudly at the joke, except me. I just don't get it. I'm struggling to understand why it's funny, and yet with each passing second, the fact that I am not laughing, I tend to laugh. That's fine. Humour her. Queen Lucia is pregnant. Alright, let's disband. Inspired persons can be sponsored. Would be nice. Would only cost 50. Yes. Each year to try and bring 2 on board. That's 2 months there. Fellow connoisseur, my beloved Baron Hamdar Cosby. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Mubishir the carpenter. They say he's making a chest worthy of a king. Please take this and give it to him. I wouldn't want to miss a chance to aid in the creation. How generous. Ended. Count Mubashir, the husband of, is no longer in my court. He died. What a damn shame. What a waste of bloody money. My daughter has been taken prisoner. My coy daughter and heir has been released. Good. No longer your player heir. Why? I have been a good vassal to you, but surely you understand that I have subject to my own too. My current contract is very... It seems to have little choice but to modify it. No heir? What the hell? What about my daughters? Right, at least I have a newborn son. Good. Constantine. Ibrahim. Constantine Martino. Now, my primary heir is of the wrong dynasty. It's been inherited by someone outside your dynasty. This means that you stand to lose quite a bit of land once you die. Why is he not of my dynasty? Oh, I'm not his. I'm his grandparent. Ah. Oh. Oh. You. Pregnant? I hope so. Going it. Why are you not in my call? As night fell, I found myself alone in my chamber suddenly, and I don't know how it started. I just began crying. Oh dear, sounds like depression setting in. Going to go down to the male air, isn't it? Reverend be hard to pay homage to you. Show him in. Homage taking the knee. I have waited patiently on my throne for the arrival of King Farquhar, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth gifts, coin and precious things. Accept your generous gifts. Don't change succession laws. Keen opinion? We may have to. Everyone likes us a lot, except for him. Constantine is now to be confined. Better. Now, my heir. What? I am his... You can die, fool. Or I'll let you take over. Royal Architect is no more. Let's see. Queen Lucia is pregnant. Good. Bring me a child. A male child as a preference. Become my heir. He's my son. How is... He's in House Amid as well. How is he not... Oh, maybe he is now. Alright. Designate a guardian. What is she like? Learning would be good. A burger. War widows. Queen Lucia is with child and has come to ponder the situation of other mothers of the land. Those left by recent war and misfortune to care for the children alone. We could institute a special fund, my lord, to pay nursing mothers who have no other means of support. A good idea. Dangerous heights. Villain's time has come. All things fall eventually. Kingdoms, lords, children pushed from high places. My agent will leave a trail of sweets leading up, up. Villain still lived. What? Does my agent push him over the edge? Something got stuck. This my agent got away unnoticed. First you don't succeed. Although actually, I need to think carefully. Actually, words cannot describe my love for you. The sun. Martina will be a good name. These my house. Good. Yates, am I not going to die? I appear to be immortal. Well, for now we must end there. We'll come back and see if I am indeed immortal next time. Fairly well.